Andy Samberg? I love that guy.
Nice.
Go ahead and cut this out. I am not gay.
Hey. All right. Hello. Okay. Were you ready? 3, 2.
Wait, Monroe, scoot in more.
Okay. Your number. So, welcome to another episode of Trivial Trivia. I'm Ben.
I'm Nate.
Oh, I'm Monroe.
And I'm Joe.
And as we said in the introduction episode, we're going to try and get Monroe on as our full-time guest. He was busy for the first few episodes that have been released, but he is here now. For the rest of the spring, possibly, at least the next 4 episodes, he should be on.
Absolutely.
And then the last 3 of the spring semester, we shall see. Actually, not 2 of them. Maybe 1. I don't know. He might be on the... We'll see what happens when we get to them. But that's not supposed to be up. Pretend it wasn't there. Nate's going to lead us on today's episode. Take it away.
Main topic of today, the Loch Ness Monster.
Delightful.
Scary.
Scooby-Doo did one of these.
That was a good movie.
I did not see
I
that.
have never watched it, actually.
All right. And as we all know, Loch Ness Monster is the sort of like sea dinosaur myth thing, okay? But it originated in Scottish folklore, and through eyewitness testimonies and accounts, it has begun more popular over the past centuries, I would say. At least century. And it all began in 1933 when Margaret and George Spicer claimed to have seen a large creature with a large neck crossing down the road. And that was the first account. The following year, Robert Kenneth Wilson took the photo you see here.
The famous one.
Yes.
Yep. That one everybody knows.
It's like an elephant.
Later,
The trunk.
and that's where it was from at this point that it became really popular and started to get a lot of monster hunters, I guess you would say. But this photo is actually revealed to be a hoax later.
Oh.
Fake.
I always believed in it.
Yes. There's several reasons why it's fake, even if it wasn't staged. But we'll get to that later.
However, in 1960, Tim Dinsdale captured footage of a large underwater dark creature brushing through the water, and that is the strongest source of evidence that has so far supported the existence of this creature.
And this is a eyewitness testimony, and that's it.
This is he has some video of it. I have the video here.
Oh,
Really?
If you wanna,
Yes, I want to see it.
It's an interesting video.
and we'll show you as well if Nate remembers to send me the link. And it's buffering.
yes.
That was
yes.
crazy.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yes. Oh,
It's
well.
real. This is real.
I mean, it's
Everybody call your mommies, get your daddies.
It looks, it's black and white, so it would have been too old back then to actually edit a video.
But you saw most of
No,
it. It's,
video editing's still possible. No. Even if it was back in 1965.
I don't know. It's Scottish though. They lie over there a lot.
Exactly.
Well, you don't know that. I'm Scottish. Part Scottish. I mean,
You lie to me.
calling me a liar?
Yes.
How dare you? But do you in here? Do you mention where the name comes from? Because if
No.
not, I can explain it. Do you know what the name means?
No.
Okay, so Loch Ness is a Scottish term. Loch means lake, and Ness is a name, so it means Lake Ness.
lake.
That's because they say Nessie.
Nessie.
Well, Nessie's named after the lake, which is probably named after a person. Ness is probably a family name of sorts. Person who owned the land or the lord of the land. Back when there were still lords and
Lord
Such.
Farquaad.
he's probably who it's named after. But
He used
yeah,
to look like
that's what Loch means for those
I remember.
who did not know.
Yes.
Not great information, but it's information. It's trivial. Trivia for you.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Wow.
The final piece of evidence that we have so far came from 2007.
Yeah,
And
recent.
I was alive too.
Yeah, Gordon Holmes captured a very similar video to the original 1960. And a large creature was basically moving in a straight line across the water. And you just see the water brushing. Like the same way in that old video that you just saw. Just very clear, more modernized version. However, that could also just be chopped up to like an eel.
Yeah.
Or a shark or something.
Yeah.
Eel.
Literally any creature.
That
We
was-
know. We don't know.
Sharks.
We don't know what happens in the ocean a lot. There's a lot of mystery.
Yeah.
It's best to just stay out of
It
it.
is a locked thing, like a not lock as in Loch Ness, but like landlocked. It's not the
You
ocean.
can walk on land.
No, but I mean it's not the sea. You said it was the ocean. It's not. It's a lake. It's a landlocked body of water.
But they said they found it walking across the street.
I mean,
So
according to the legend,
It could be both.
it could walk.
Land and
I
Like an
trust
amphibious
them.
creature.
Yeah,
But
there have been many like testimonies where they're like, they say they've seen a large creature like that, but there's no evidence.
Kind of looks like a
exactly.
plesiosaur.
That's
Is that-
exactly
yeah.
what. I don't know. That's not what it's called, but
Yeah, that's just what it's
it
built
was.
like. It has that.
Yeah.
It has that like goofy all build.
yeah.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it's a myth or do you think it's real?
No, that black and white video looked pretty convincing. But it was just like a little tiny bit. It wasn't. They've only seen like the trunk part.
Yeah.
You need to see the rest of the body. You know what I mean?
True.
For sure. Wait, me?
Yeah. What do you
If
think?
you want to go, you can go.
I honestly, based off Scooby Doo and all my other research, I'm gonna have to say this myth is fake.
Mic drop.
Okay.
That's conclusion.
Shall I take
Don't
it
really
now?
have a reason.
All right. So if it is indeed the dinosaur, the plesiosaur, if that's what
Yeah.
it's called, it would not be able to lift its head out of the water like it is in the, what's the term? Fake image that the guy took.
Mm-hmm.
What is that called? When you fake an image. Staged. I don't know. That's not the word I was looking for. But along the lines of a staged image. But the...
Catfish.
No. Not quite.
But that's on a different line, isn't it?
That's something. But basically, where the dinosaur would not have had the neck strength to lift its head out of the water. So, if it is real, and it is indeed that dinosaur, then it would not be able to lift its head out of the water. But the likelihood of that dinosaur of such a size still existing in a relatively small lake in the 21st century,
That's what I was gonna
unnoticed, is very unlikely.
say. If
in
it's
my-
if it lives in the lake, bro, we would know about it.
Because I mean, you can
True.
scan the entire lake. I mean, yes,
drain
technically
it
can
out.
move.
Just suck out all the
Exactly.
water.
Okay,
Just take-
I think it's too big for that, but
Is it a big lake?
it's too big to drain.
Oh.
But I mean, you could, and I think they have scanned the entire lake.
Okay.
You should probably. I
I'm
doubt
gonna
it
change
exists.
my.
Oh,
my
you're.
guess.
Oh.
Because I completely forgot it's in a lake. Because it's in a lake, that makes way more sense that it could not be possible.
Yeah.
In the ocean, I'd understand because it's so vast, like it can go anywhere. But a lake, yes, no, thank you.
Very true, Mr. Guest. So,
What can I
anything
say?
else you got, Nate?
No, I would conclude the same thing that I would say it's a hoax mostly, just Scottish folktale. That's all it is.
Scottish people.
But you never know.
Those people always be wearing skirts
They're called kilts.
Yeah.
and
But
playing
okay.
that weirdo thing.
Bagpipe.
Yeah.
Bagpipe is an incredibly hard instrument to play correctly.
Oh yeah.
Because I used to listen to a lot of Scottish
They
folk
all sound the
music.
same.
Well, good
And
thing
you
this
get a lot of
episode
air in it.
isn't about that.
And it does not sound good. Well, for your information, it's trivial.
It's
Trivia.
real.
Okay.
And that will conclude the main topic for today. And we'll be heading right into the Florida Man.
La 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 la.
So, the Florida man of today. Florida man arrested after quitting his job, driving inmates to prison. Prison inmates to prison.
Why did he lose his job?
He quit. He quit while he was driving them.
And he gets arrested for that?
He was driving the inmates.
Okay, he's driving
He
them?
was hired to drive the inmates.
And then he quit on
And
job.
he quit while he was driving them, and Ted said he was not going to stop where he was supposed to. And he just...
Let them all free.
he just kept driving wherever.
Oh. Okay.
He was supposed to travel to North Carolina, and he said he quit like through text or something, through a call,
I want to take
while
these
he was
guys.
driving, and then so they just told people to be on the lookout for the van, but he ended up getting charged with 5 counts of felony and 2nd-degree kidnapping and a felony larceny by an employee.
That all makes perfect sense.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like he was trying to like. It was like a escape mission or like.
The prisons did not get out though; they were just in the van the whole time. They caught the van.
Oh my gosh. Might as well let the guys free, you know what I mean?
So,
Why? They're prison criminals, which means they committed a serious crime. If they were from jail, being transported from a jail to a jail, that's not as serious. That's less than a year. But over a year, that's a prison
Wait, they
sentence.
didn't say over a year.
Well, I mean, if they're prison, it means it's over a year, which means it's a serious crime.
Prison?
4 inmates.
Prison and jail.
Prison is over a year, and jail is less than a year.
Oh.
And then there's county
There's a
jails
van
where
full
you
of
go
prison inmates.
before your sentencing, but then there's a jail after sentencing.
Gotcha.
It could be the same one, like Jacksonville jail is both a county jail and the after sentencing jail. So it's both.
But not a prison.
So,
It's not a prison. We have I think it's out in Ocala is where our Florida penitentiary is.
Interesting.
I've driven past
very
it.
interesting Florida man of the day.
Indeed.
All right.
Stupid people.
People are stupid.
Nah, he was valid.
What are you talking about? Here, actually, real quick.
Self-independent.
Before we break, this is not a Florida man. This guy committed this crime in the United Kingdom.
Oh.
But it's about cars. And I thought it was really dumb. And I heard it on the radio, a Jacksonville radio station. So I thought it'd be fun to present it. It's just a little quick thing. So there's this guy. He was working at a car shop, a Mercedes-Benz in the United Kingdom. And he got fired. He was not happy about this. So he decided to take a forklift to the factory and destroyed, I think, 20 or 30 cars, which is
Classic.
millions of dollars. And he will be spending much of his life, if not the rest of it, in prison for destruction of property and possibly even... No, probably just destruction of property. I don't know, but that's like $1 million+ worth of damages that he
At least
has
it
caused.
was a Mercedes place.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of them. I prefer other car companies.
Toyota.
You said almost the rest of his life.
I mean, I would assume he'd spend the rest of his life in prison for $1 million plus in damages.
So that's worse than like murdering someone?
And depends on the level of murder. I mean, if it's third-degree murder and it's
So if it's like
accident-
just a kid, it's not as bad. But then like, if
like,
you
are
kill
you saying a
another
kid kills a person?
No,
like
no.
or an adult kills a kid.
adult kill the kid,
That's
is that cheaper
That's
than
pretty-
an adult?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
No, that's bad. That's worse.
That's
adult killing a
worse?
kid is
That's
probably
definitely
worse than
worse.
adult killing an adult.
Oh,
But I do not know. I mean, there's probably other reasons an adult kills a kid. I mean, if it's a hit and run accident, you're going to be charged for the hit and the run aspect, but you'll more than likely be charged with third-degree murder, which is also known as manslaughter, or involuntary murder, where you accidentally kill someone. That you'd probably receive 5 to 15
Years?
years.
for accidentally
So
killing
wait,
someone
if you
and
get
running
into
away.
If you get into a crash, well, I guess it'd have to be your fault. Never mind.
If you accidentally kill someone and stay on scene, if you are sentenced, it's probably to be less than if you run away, because that's a crime on its own. But if you intentionally kill someone, like second-degree murder, where you're in a fight and then you kill someone, that's second degree. And then if you intentionally plan to kill someone, that's first degree, and you're talking like 40 to life or 20 to life.
All right.
So
Well,
basically,
now you
don't
guys-
commit murder.
now we know what we're dealing with. I'll definitely plan for my future.
Good to know.
Yeah. Now bring us to the movie breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
Of the day.
yeah.
And now,
And for the movie breakdown, we have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This is the sequel to the original Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and it follows along Miles as he takes his next steps in life.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Is that actually part of the movie? Is that what he said? I'm still part of the movie, so I don't know.
Yeah. It basically just follows him as
Spider-Man.
his friend Gwen Stacy basically gets into a society of Spider-Man who help protect the multiverse. And on one of her missions, she visits him, happens to get him involved, and then there's arguments for him to be involved. Then they finally accept him, but then he wants to help save his dad because he knows when he becomes
Captain,
he dies. And the Spider-Man basically are trying to stop him from escaping and getting to help save his dad because they believe it has to happen in order to maintain the multiverse.
And basically, in any other universe, Miles isn't Spider-Man too.
True.
Yes.
It was a conundrum of sorts.
Yeah. The spider that bit him was supposed to be
Dead already.
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be in his, isn't it?
I mean, it was Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. He's in the same universe as Andrew Garfield. Spider-Man. His guy dies, and then it...
No, but in the it's supposed to be the Spider-Man 2099. That was the spider from his... Isn't it?
I don't...
The spider that
went
bit him.
from one universe to another.
Yeah, and it was his. It was the Spider-Man 2099.
Possibly. I don't remember who was supposed to be. I just know he's in the same universe as Andrew Garfield's guy.
I'm pretty sure it's... But yeah.
I think.
He's the Spider-Man.
Who's the Spider-Man?
Yeah, he's the Spider-Man now. Miles.
Miles? Yes, he is.
And that's where the movie basically comes to the conclusion is him getting stuck in actually the original... Oh, that's it. The original of where the actual spider came from. Because it's a different universe. Because the spider bit him.
Okay. So far.
And it didn't bite somebody in the universe it was from. So
Yes.
there was no Spider-Man in the universe that he traveled back to accidentally.
Yes.
So then he met evil Miles.
Evil Miles, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the whole movie. That's
I didn't
cool.
see that part either.
Okay.
Was that at the
sounds
beginning?
cool.
No, it was
That was
the
at the end.
Oh, where did I go?
Oh.
I left right before the ending for something. I think I went to the
Why?
store for my mom to get food or something. I don't remember. I left, and then the movie ended.
Yeah.
Bummer. I'll have to see that. That actually
Isn't
sounds
it?
kinda
Isn't
cool.
it a cliffhanger at the end though?
Yeah.
Are they making a
But,
third
they
one?
done said it was going to be
Done.
2 parts.
Oh.
So, like,
I hate
Wow.
cliffhangers.
Like My Name is Earl, like we talked about in one of the earlier episodes. They left on a cliffhanger. We all wanted to know what happened.
my name is Earl.
My name
It's
is
a
my
TV
name
show
is
from the early 2000s or 90s.
Okay, buddy.
We talked about this in an earlier episode. Monroe wasn't in it.
Okay.
The first one of the
And now,
season.
moving on.
What do you think?
Oh, what do I rate the
What do you
movie?
rate the movie?
I'll go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
I would say the first one's a 10 out of 10.
First one was a lot better.
Oh yeah, the first
Not
one.
a lot better.
11 out of 10.
I don't know.
I
Okay,
like
I didn't
it.
see the whole movie, so I don't know the...
I think
the
the music was
entire
better in the
story.
first one.
That's fair. I'm not scared.
No,
Not at all.
Yeah.
That's all I get, bro.
Yeah. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I agree. 9 out of 10. Because it's not... The first one is more like a... Leaning like a 10 out of 10. This
Just
one's
because
like
it's the first one, it's the whole setup. It's
OG.
fresh.
But it's tough because sometimes I think this one is better sometimes.
Mm.
But it's tough. They're both really good.
I like the change in like a cartoon in the beginning.
Yeah.
Starts out like way comic, and then it goes into the more
Yeah.
realistic.
Yeah.
It's nice.
What do you about you?
As I've said, I did not see the whole movie, so I cannot speak for all of it. Hearing that Miles turns evil, but he fights an evil version of himself sounds pretty cool. I will have to say that. Will it redeem some of the things that I did not like so much as some of the random... I'll answer that in a minute. There are some weird Spider-Man that... I know some of them are in the comics, but I think other ones are just really random. Like, Cat Spider-Man. If that's not in the comics, why? Another one, Dinosaur Spider-Man. That's confusing. The Werewolf Spider-Man is actually in the comics. I'm not a huge werewolf person,
cool what they can do.
but I know it's in Marvel, or the comics, so I'm gonna let that one slide. And it's not the only werewolf.
Can wear the mask.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I think some of the Spider-Man were a little weird, but I did like how they put an actual Andrew Glover who played Prowler. Yeah, Prowler and Uncle Aaron, and because he was Prowler in the Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming, and he's supposed to be Miles' uncle in the original movie, but they had a variation of him in this movie as himself.
Have Prowler in it, but he was there.
It was like pre-Prowler in the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Or not the Spider-Verse, the
Oh,
Spider-Man.
wait, Childish Gambino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his real name is... Oh, Donald Glover, not Andrew Glover. I mixed their names because Andrew Garfield's next to his picture. But Donald Glover. He was also in a Community, first couple seasons. Hilarious. He was so funny, him and Abed.
Yeah, he is
good.
To finish off the movies, I have to give my review, and then we're going to do the rundown of the cast, and we're going to sign off. We had a quick technical difficulty, so that's why we took a break. But overall...
It happens.
I haven't seen the whole movie, so I can't say exactly good, but I would say a 7.5 because
That's
I didn't
disrespectful.
see it.
8.5.
see it.
I like Titanic.
I gave
Is the same
Titanic.
guy that sat through
No,
Titanic.
the Titanic I gave a 6.5 or 7. I think it was lower. Ro, hitting the microphone. Okay,
What? Oh, he's just a singer.
he's singing.
Okay.
Okay, but quick rundown of the cast. Oscar Isaac as what's his name?
Spider-Man 2099.
What was the character's name?
Peter
Spider-Man.
Parker?
No, no. His name actually had a name that was not Peter Parker. What was it? It was some Hispanic name because
Parker Peter?
Isaac,
Peter.
Oscar
Miguel.
Isaac is Miguel.
Miguel!
He played Miguel. A young Seinfeld played Gwen Stacy. I believe Haley Seinfeld. Is she Jerry Seinfeld's daughter? I don't know who she is, but apparently
Stein. Not Stein.
I cannot
Steenfield.
read. I think I've seen her in something.
The dyslexia is
Yeah, the dyslexia is real.
She's in the Hulk TV show.
That's what it is. I knew I'd seen her face before. I saw.
Wait, let me see her face. Yep.
Okay. Jason Schwartzman. I've seen him in something. He played Spot.
Might need to edit that.
Schmeck. I'm not saying the right. Shamik
Andrew
Moore played Miles Morales. I'm terrible with names. Andrew Garfield played one of the Spider-Man.
Andrew
Donald
Garfield.
Glover was Prowler and himself as Prowler. He did a live-action version of Prowler. Daniel Kaluuya. He was Spider-Punk. He's British. He was in Johnny English 2. And he was in a movie that I saw recently. It was about the Black Panther movement, and there was a guy in it who I don't remember who he was. He played this guy who was working for the FBI. He was in the Black Panther movement, but he was a spy for the FBI. But Daniel, I think it was called...
You're talking about a new movie.
Was it the...
I don't know.
I mean, the last 5 years. I think it was the Black Messiah.
No.
No?
No, I mean, he's in that, too.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about? Yeah, I mean, he's in that, yeah.
Where he's a Black Panther leader. Is that the Black Messiah? Because like the Black Panther, but he's like the leader of them.
Yeah.
Of their...
What?
I don't remember what it is.
That's like a-
Look it
yeah,
up.
that's
It
what
was a
you're talking
well-done movie, and it had that one guy who was the FBI agent who was in a lot of biopics. He was also in the one about Dick Cheney called Vice. That one was really good. If you like biopics, seriously check that one out. It had Christian Bale as Dick Cheney.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, it's Dick Cheney. I know. He's one of my favorite actors.
Exactly.
Kieran Sony,
He's
he played one of the
the
Spider-Man.
alpha male.
He played the Indian one, right?
Mhm.
I don't remember what he's been in, but he was a good actor. Andy Samberg, love that guy. Woo! He played Ben Riley.
I need a Sigma.
Do not remember who that is. Jake Johnson. He was another Spider-Man. He was that one guy in the
original Spider-Man from the first movie.
Tobey Maguire.
which one? In the Spider-Verse one?
Yeah,
Or-
the one who kind of taught Miles how to most. It was like his
Oh, that guy. That makes sense. I never knew the actor. He's also in Jurassic World, the first one, at least. The guy with the dinosaurs and the dinosaur shirt who, and what's-her-face said it's not good, so he's funny. He's also in the New Girl TV series. We also have Tobey Maguire.
Oh, I've seen
He's
that.
in-
Yeah, I know exactly.
Wasn't
What
an
that
actual
is.
character.
Okay,
He was
well.
just in,
He's a Spider-Man, even if he's not in this
He's
one. Post Malone was a music guy.
Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin was apparently doing
He
music.
produced
Nicolas
everything.
Cage is on here.
Come on.
I don't know if he was actually in it.
Wait, Chris Pine.
Chris Pine was apparently a Spider-Man.
Nicolas Cage
Willem
was he
Dafoe,
was a
I don't know if he was
Spider-Man.
in it.
He was a Spider-Man in the first one. Nicolas
Okay.
Cage.
J.K. Simmons played, was it J.J. Johnson? Is that who he plays in all the Spider-Man? He's always the same guy. Love J.K. Simmons in the Spider-Man movies. He's
J.
it
Jonah
says right there, J. Jonas James. I can't
J.
read.
Jonah James. Dennis Leary.
Yeah, I mean he was in the Amazing Spider-Man, the movies with Andrew Garfield. I don't know if he was
she
actually in
looks
it.
familiar.
Why do you keep touching the microphone? It makes so much noise.
Sorry.
Yeah, she was in Catherine Hahn. She was the witch lady in the Vision Scarlet Witch
she's in Friends.
series, and
That's
apparently
pretty
she's in
neat.
Friends. Okay, well that's about the cast. So, any last comments before we sign off for this episode?
Love you guys. Thank you, Monroe, for hopping on.
Absolutely, I love being on. Love sharing my knowledge.
Yes.
I
So,
have so much of it.
yes. Remember to like and subscribe and share and comment and all the other stuff. Check out our links. Our Linktree has all the links in one place. And remember, if you want to see the merchandise from this amazing podcast, you can. If you email us, and we will send you a private link to our store to access it. It is not extra for the private link. It's just, it would cost like $1,000 less per year to just send you a link than it is open. If we have enough funds one day from the store, or you could donate to us, PayPal, link in the description below. Then we will open it up again to the public. But currently, we have no income from this podcast, so we don't have enough money to have that open for you. But if you want to buy merchandise, support this great show you know and love, just email us. Thank you for watching, and tune in 2 Mondays, which our next episode will be released. And we've got some great stuff coming your way. So thank you very much.
Christmas.
That was several months ago at the time of this episode, but
That was a long time ago, man.
ignore that. All right. Thank you.